welcome back to Bananas Epic Gaming. I know it's been a little while since we've done a YouTube video, but we are back. It's been a week today. So let's get into the streams, shall we? We're gonna maybe get to week 16 today. That's the plan. Let's go looking to see how we're doing. Stat-wise, we're number 2 in passing and first in touchdowns, 32 and 2. That's not bad at all. We could get better at offensive QB depth, but that's what can you expect when you have 60% of passer rating. We've been sacked 37 times. We need to fix that in the offseason. Let's try to finish the season out this week, because on Sunday and Monday is WWE. We're going to get to the King of the Ring. Monday, we're filming King of the Ring. Come one way or another. King of the Ring is happening on Monday. And I went ahead and released Brooks Reed and Albert Arford. I think I told you guys this already, and I signed them because they play for Arizona now in real life. Because those two never get released in Madden, and all the rebuilds are done. And I might get a rebuild on maybe Tuesday.
It's the coach, and you're tuned into Madden
I'm gonna try to.
On EA Sports.
Hi, Coach. You're a good announcer and all, but let's get to
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Arizona Cardinals. Big welcome back carry for David Johnson.
Oh my God!
Last year, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down
that was bad.
Folded like a lawn chair.
That
play right
was
there to stop him
bad.
behind the line,
Wait,
but
what?
I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make
Okay.
sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On third down, Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting through pressure. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald.
Oh my God, Larry Legend. There we go, baby.
Have this down deep into Oakland territory. It's a big play on third down for the Cardinals. 57 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Now he's forced out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
There we go.
Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there to the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. A look now at the Oakland offense.
One of the things I like to do when I'm scouting players is talk to those who knew him before. And I ended up finding out that Amari Cooper has been like a professional route runner since the time he was 6 or 7 years old. Has always taken the game seriously. Has always worked on his craft. And you see evidence of that each and every week on an NFL field. Couple that with his athletic ability, that's one big reason he's finding himself open in the NFL.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try
there we
to
go.
find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I think once after I get a better team, more depth, I'll be good.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through something way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week: 17 carries, 64 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And
Larry! Yeah!
Touchdown Cardinals.
Let's go, baby.
Larry Fitzgerald, his 14th touchdown.
Got to go for 2 so we can be up by 2 points. I mean, you know, 2 scores.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
To throw his car. And that's going to be...
Oh, dang it. I dropped a pick.
And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. They are, however, facing a... Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bruce Irvin, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted.
Oh, wow.
By Marcus Gilchrist.
That's a bad, yeah, that's a bad play call on my part.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away. It didn't work out.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Carr going to throw. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn. Martavis Bryant, and all the way in. Touchdown.
Damn it.
Oakland. Martavis Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is T.J. Logan to return it. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively.
Yeah, he doesn't. I mean, Larry doesn't drop that
Someone's
many.
going to give him the QB1 0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, the pick on the end.
Dang it, dude.
Not much better. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
No.
I feel like my man,
We're getting Larry that 125th TD catch
right now. How about what they
today.
done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Flush to his right. And he's got Fitzgerald.
You hit Larry again. See what happens, Bruce Irvin.
45. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Oh, I can't wait to get rid of him.
So a decent gain, but all for nothing.
I'm getting rid of him.
Bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating?
I'm cutting him.
Rosen to throw again. Flushed out right. And nearly picked
Yeah, because we would have had a touchdown right there. Son of a...
let it get away, but it does get
Son of
away
a
to
gun.
second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Eluding the pressure right. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And all this is taken in one hand.
Larry Legend. Let's go,
So
Larry.
56 to play in this first half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. The rookie Josh Rosen with 3 touchdown passes. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And all the way
Oh my God, man.
Oakland.
Who was that that missed the, they did a little weak. It's funny who is that? Oh, that's Dayon Buchanan. Oh my Dayon.
Second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tavecchio now to kick this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Oh,
so 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, Hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And with just
I'm going to go for a field goal.
remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Let's get this game over with.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually.
Jordy Nelson all by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordy Nelson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the
Now I'm upset.
in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
Missed. I made that. What are you talking about?
Yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Oh, now he rolls him over. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Escaping the pressure right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. Competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's
Come
going
on
first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And able to work his way down to the 16. Pretty good running there, 9 yards.
To me, like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. 4 touchdown passes now for the rookie Josh Rosen. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. This fielded at the 2. And shedding through the tackle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They were bouncing their
and the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
He completes it to Bryant. Martavis Bryant past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Martavis Bryant, 82 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Tavecchio to add the PAT.
It may be fun for you, not for me.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will shave one more off this.
I've never had a team score this much on me.
This one away.
That just shows you how much of a mess my team is in real life. It's without Tyrann Mathieu and Juju Smith-Schuster and Antonio Gates.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. Finds his target. It's Gates. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Come on.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Flushed out right. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's been a very hotly contested. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. All in.
I did not say pass X.
Turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game.
Come on.
Are you kidding me?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
There we go. We stopped the pass play. Good job, you guys.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
No, we had it.
The Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Camardi can't play anymore.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got this
Camardi can't play.
Laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return stops.
Thank God Patrick Houston made up for that touchdown.
At the 47-yard line.
You gave up.
We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this. 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, Tom.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Come on, man.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And Johnson on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out.
Tyrann Mathieu got juked out of his shoes right there.
Some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Yeah, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
This
so
12
they
passes.
just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
Rosen from his end zone on 3rd and long.
No.
Oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. And this is incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Now Carr, gotta have this one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. We're calling luck or skill, whatever the case is.
Yeah, they pissed me off. Who's calling another TD?
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And now it's Rosen looking. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good.
Wasn't a touchdown, but I got more points.
Next time these two teams meet,
I don't want to see that percentage. That's so awful. Let's see, what picks do we have? Yeah, all those guys can go. We got Buffalo, Kansas City, Baltimore, us. And look at all this. Joaquin, 5th round talent. Yeah, I gotta have a better week. So, for next season, I'm gonna do this. Throw him on the trade block. Oh, yeah, he's already on the trade block. I'll throw him on the trade block for next season. That should be it for there. Defense, E. Cromartie on the trade block.
Now, let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Don't need to improve my team.
DJ all the way. It's a coach. This is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, running.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. EA Sports. This is taking about 7 yards.
It's a Sunday
no run back
afternoon.
To the 25-yard line. So here's
WWE.
the Charger offense making their way out. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
Whoa.
And I thought
What happened to Rivers? He's not even on the team? That's sad. That's sad.
He found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 8 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rating.
It's caught inside the 25.
Oh, I thought I caught that.
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be
Thank
incomplete.
God.
Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
He's under review.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
Oh, come on, man.
28-30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Detroit!
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Caught by Gates, left side. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too.
Foul.
And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. The numbers for Fitzgerald from last week. He was pretty prophetic. He said before that game, I want to get in the end zone often. He got there 3 times.
Yeah, it's one thing to catch a lot of footballs. That is important, but it's what you do after the catch that can make you great. And he had a great game last week.
Now Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Washington, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
His first touchdown in 12 weeks. Hey, yeah, I gotta fix that.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yeah, I might just do 11 and 12 today. Tomorrow I'll do 13 and 14.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll do 13.
12 yards there as they keep
They come home.
It's another first down.
I think it all came together there.
I'm going to film Raw tonight. I'm going to film Raw right after this.
Right there to move the sticks.
Now Gordon on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Smith, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's got a man. It's Williams. And now look at perspective. What's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Green with a catch left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So out now come the Cardinals. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that.
And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Dawson able to connect on the to just kick the extra point, winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And Smith, he couldn't quite hold it.
You couldn't.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10, Smith. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now Gino on 1st down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now.
Williams loses the football, and this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Yeah.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Johnson, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Dang it, dude.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, that don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away.
Thank you.
That flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The rookie Josh Rosen with 3 touchdown passes. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that's a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So out come the Chargers. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. And he was
swatted
there, and it forces it incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. So an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Here's Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. And the Chargers rush is going
to no protection at all, boy.
In there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. And fights through one man, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Throwing now is Gino. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Virgil Green, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field
Damn
goals.
it, dude.
This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing.
Andre Smith is getting, he's not on the team next year. Neither is Shipley.
This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Back onto the field comes the offense as we zero in on Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Flush to his right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious.
Enough with the penalties, dude.
And going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. 4 touchdown passes now for the rookie Josh Rosen. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We're going to have the...
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll go down
drafted
right at
soon.
the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Open man, it's Allen.
What's with my players and doing a little shrug hit?
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pre-game.
It's a run.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
I need a new offensive line. I need some defensive help.
I spent a lot of time talking
Thank
about
God I'm
tight
using the
ends
draft
in a lot of
class
cases
I
now,
made.
pumped up wide receivers.
The Rincon
They're
draft.
still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now running. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. 2nd and 10. Smith again. It's complete to Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a charge.
Okay, now you just screwed up. You gave me the ball, so I can kill the time so you can come back in the win.
Getting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Solid job up.
Okay, I said dive, but he ran into the kicker.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result.
Defense.
6 points.
Touchdown. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is by Thema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact.
No.
Free and brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there?
Oh my God!
For any quarterback situation in there, the defense won the battle. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their
What?
defense in this
I've
situation?
never seen that.
They've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of what holes are going to be.
And he's in for a Charger
Of course.
touchdown. Virgil Green with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
And what a fortuitous signing by the Los Angeles Chargers, getting Virgil Green away from the AFC West rival Denver Broncos, where he spent the last 7 seasons, because the Chargers, remember, lost Hunter Henry to an ACL tear back in June. Virgil Green trying to fill the void.
And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Hey, I hate this game.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those
Holding
first downs, keep
offense.
possession of the football.
Holding offense.
Andre Smith.
Well, they were looking to throw.
Yeah, dude, he's going bye-bye.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Here's Rosen to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Rosen escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. It's first
This
and
seems
goal
so
and a late
bad.
touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys
Dude, I need to get a pick.
For a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
Oh my, the second pick he's dropped. The first one was when number 28, Melvin Gordon caught
I guess they're in a situation
the ball
now, fourth quarter,
in
where
that
they're forced
one.
to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And they fucking scored again.
Touchdown, LA! Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick.
When you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry here for Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Rosen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, I don't think it takes much to crawl into their mind, right? Why they went for 2 there, even though they run successful. With this type of a lead, what they're worried about, right, and less than 10 seconds on the clock, what they're worried about is just giving up the touchdown.
Yeah, and the kickoff return.
Yeah, so you go for it here to try and ensure yourself. Now they got to make sure they cover it, otherwise they could actually lose.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on.
One last throw here for Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final
Thank God.
comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that
That's going to be it for this Madden stream. Please stay tuned because we're going to be streaming WWE for one show immediately following this. So please like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Take it easy.